The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing first play is Pickett. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Back to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now Pickett on fourth down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to him.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jeremy Ruckert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Now the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Pickett now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Price. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second and 2. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb from 10 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Drives the left side and finds Olave. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the 1st half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with career touchdown number 145, tying him with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw, Pickett. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Slot man moves right. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throw over the middle, he's got Ruckert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
ETN up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Straight ahead, Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Ruckert hauling it in on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Etienne once more. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Pickett. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people missed.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. Open man here. Schwartz complete. And they work this out past the 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Pickett. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They're going to look to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. In motion, the tight end. On the counter, Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Escaping the pressure right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burgess. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pickett right back to the air again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. So this will be a win for